Welcome to class. Today, we are going to treat quantitative aptitude test. This topic is a very important one. But one thing I want to let us know is that in this topic, you need total attention to understand the pattern that they use to teach it. The pattern, if you don't understand the pattern, you'll be failing it. But one thing is that the pattern is not steady. It doesn't have specific pattern or method as in some other topics in mathematics. But one thing is that each particular type of quantitative test, there is a particular pattern that is used, as we are going to see it in this one. But one thing that is important is that it uses the law of arithmetic, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, square or square root. So before you start, you try to see the pattern, the sample that is given, so that you know the pattern that they use on it, so that you can use it to work the other ones and you continue to get it. And like I say, usually before they set question on this topic, they will surely give you sample. And when you study the sample, you understand the pattern, the specific pattern they use for that particular sample. You use it. The next question may go with another pattern altogether. So before you start to solve, you try to understand the pattern very well. If not, you will continue to fail it. Now, let us look at this one, this type of aptitude test, the one that involves use of letters. To represent numbers. Use of letters to represent numbers. That is just one of the sample, one of the type. There are other types which, as time goes on, we are going to cover them. Watch this sample now. Sample 1. Sample 1. The word pictorial is represented by 987, 564. This is 564, and 832. This word here, pictorial, is represented by these 9-digit numbers. And for you to get the question that will follow, okay, see now. Now use the sample above to answer the following question. Now use the sample above to answer the following questions. This is the sample that is given to us now. They told us that pictorial is represented by this number, and these numbers. Then use this sample to answer the question. And where is the question? Number 1. See the questions. Which word does 7239 represent? Which word does 7239 represent? That is the question coming from this sample. How do you solve it? Watch. Solution. The first thing you have to do is to write out the word, which is a sample, pictorial. Space them. Pictorial. As you can see, if you count this word now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just match the numbers to the letters. The first number, go to the first letter. Second number, go to the second letter. If you mix it, you fail the whole thing. Watch here now. This is under P. You write the first number 9. Next one 8. Next one 7. Next one 5. Next one 6. Next one 4. Next one 8. Next one 3. Next one 2. Once you can achieve this, you will solve all the questions with ease. So, as you have done this one now, as you are able to do this one, then the question now is asking us, which word does this number, which is 7, 2, 3, 9, represent? Come here and look for 7. This is 7. 7 stands for C. 2 stands for L. 3 stands for A. And 9 stands for P. So when you leave this word now, answer equals to CLAP, clap. This is answer to the question. Watch another one. From the sample, we represent each letter by the number that is attached to it. Okay, I've said that one. Number 2 question. Watch this question now. Number 2. Number 2. Which numbers represent tropical? Tropical. In the first question, they ask us, what is that? They ask us which word does this number represent? And that word this number represents is clap. Then here now they're asking us which numbers represent tropical. So tropical is the word. We want to find out the number that tropical is representing. Solution. From this same sample, you go there. First of all, write this tropical here. Tropical. Then go here and leave the numbers one after the other. This T, what does it represent? 5. This R, what does it represent? 4. O, what does it stand for? 6. And P stand for 9. I stand for 8. And C stand for 7. A stand for 3. And L stand for 2. So in other words, permit me to clean this side. In other words, the numbers that tropical stand for are this one. Answer to that number 2 is equals to 5, 4, 6, 9, 8, 6, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 7, 3, 2. This is the answer. This is how to solve questions bordering on quantitative, that has to do with using numbers to represent letters or using letters to represent numbers. If you follow us, you will not be able to be failing any question from this type of topic. From the sample, if you are asked to find, yes, let me ask this further question. If you are asked to find the following numbers, for example, if you are asked now to find 6349, 6349 or 6382 6382, or you are asked to find 4856 4856. They may bring these numbers as far as it's part of these numbers here and tell you to find the word that these numbers stand for. It's very simple. Just like we did the other one, come here. What does C stand for? C stand for O. What does 3 stand for? 3 stand for A. O, A. Then 4 stand for R. And 9 stand for P. It's like I made a mistake. Let me take it again. If they ask you to find the letters that 6349 stand for, as you come to here, you lift under 6, you have O. Then for 3, you have A. Then for 4, you have R. And for 9, you have P. This is the word you are going to have. But let me not waste our time on this one. Once you understand that first teaching, you can use it to solve all of them, so that we'll treat the other aspect of it. Or whether they ask you to use any number to find the number that tractor stand for, tractor or port, you can always lift it from there. Let me not waste our time too much on this one. Let me go to sample 2. I want to show us different ways that these questions can come out in exam. Just watch. Let me show us the next sample, how questions can come from this topic. Sample 2. Sample 2. Another way that question can come here. If the word triangle, if the word triangle is represented by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, comma, use these words and numbers. Use these words and numbers to answer the following question. To answer the following question. To answer the following questions. Where are the questions? Watch. Number 1. What does the following numbers represent? This is the first question now. See the numbers. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, and 8. The next number, 6, 284, 182. And the third number, 5, 84, 284. This is the question now coming from the second sample. How do you solve it? Let us tackle it again. Solution to this question. The first thing you have to do is to state the sample clearly so that it will be easy for you to be picking the numbers or the letters without making mistake. Solution. Write the triangle. This is triangle. And the numbers that are attached to the triangle are, this is the first number goes to the first letter. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. First number goes to the first letter. Second number goes to the second letter. Third number goes to the third letter, just like that. You will not mix it. Then for you to solve the question now, the numbers they want us to find is, the first one is 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, and 8. How do you find the words that stand for these numbers? Somewhere. Okay. So they want us to find the word that this following numbers stand for. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, and 8. So if you check it from these our letters, what you have there is train. Train. Number, a word like this is what you get. So the answer to this one is this train. Then the next one, they want us to find the word that this second number stands for, which is 6, 2, 8, 4, 1, 8, 2. So when they come back to this same sample, it tells what does C stand for? It stands for G. 2 stands for R. 8 stands for E. 4 stands for A. I. 3 stands for I. Then 8 stands for 6. 6 stands for G. This is I. Then 8. These numbers, they want us to find the word that this number stand for. 6, 2, 8, 4, 1, 8, 2. You lift it from here. 6 stand for G. Write G here. And 2 stand for R. Write R here. And 8 stand for E. Write E here. Then 4 stand for A. Write A here. Then 1 stand for T. Write your T. 8 again, E. Then 2 is R. Write R. So this is the answer to this second one. Then the third one, the last number they gave us, look at it here. We have 5, 8, 4, 2, 8, and 4. What does this set of numbers stand for? Trace it from the same sample. 5 stand for N. And 8 stand for E. 4 stand for A. And 2 stand for R. 8 stand for E. And 4 stand for A. So this is how you solve this question. This is the answer for this one from the second sample. Now, the second question now from this same sample. From one sample, they can ask you up to 3 or 4 questions. See the next question that will come from the same sample. And see our sample here. Number 2 question. Number 2 question. Which numbers represent training? Which numbers represent training? That is the question. How do you know the number that represent training from this sample here? Solution. Write out the letters, the letters that make up the word training. Write them separate. You have TRAINING. This is the first step you take. Then you now begin to match the numbers so that you know the numbers that make up this very training. So T stand for 1, R stand for 2, A stand for 4, I stand for 3, N stand for 5, I stand for 3 again, N stand for 5 again, YG stand for 6. So these numbers are the number that represent training. This is how to solve quantitative questions that border on using numbers to represent letters or using letters to represent numbers. With this lesson today, I want to let you know that you can solve any kind of question on quantitative aptitude tests bordering on numbers and letters or letters and numbers. And if you can follow it serially, you will not make mistake no matter how long or how difficult the question is, you will still get it. The truth is that you must state the sample clear. Write the word as it is to the end and match it with the numbers as it is. Don't mix the numbers. The first number must go to the first letter, second number to second letter, third number to third letter, just like that to the end. And if you are lifting it correctly, you will not make any mistake. Thank you for joining our class today. Please like, share, subscribe, and drop your comments or your questions on the comment box below. Thank you until see you in our next class.